close your eyes for a moment, okay? Just for a second, everyone, close your eyes. Okay, now think about a sentence you've heard more than your own name. I'm a student who's studying in 10th standard, and do you know what I heard was that after this exam, get through this year, and we'll think about everything later. Wow, later. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Ridha, Hanan, and today I am here to make you a bit uncomfortable. Yeah, a bit uncomfortable. With the reality that there is no later. Millions of students, just like me and them, is measured in scores and marks. See, would it be like looking at a child? Hey, she's at 35, 52. Great for our system. Come on, not in curiosity, not in questions, just in exams of all things. Talking about exams, our Christmas exam just ended right now, and this was how me and my friends were before the max exam. We were like, A square plus B square is equal to whole AB, and as we entered into the exam hall, we were like, Bismillah, A square, okay. And as we stepped out of the exam hall, we were like, 11 chapters of maths flew away like butterflies, right? The next day, teacher came to our class and she was like, did you write the question, the Pythagoras theorem? And we were like, hey, Pythagoras theorem. Heda, Pythagoras. This is the reality of many students right now, including me. And adults call that success. Now let me tell you a story of a girl who sat right next to me. She used to write ideas in the last page of her notebook. Not answers, not questions. Ideas. Ideas of how a school could be better. Ideas of how a student can learn without fear. And a teacher was walking by one day and she saw this. Hey, this won't come for the exam. Focus. You know what she did? She tore that piece of paper, not dramatically, silently. And the scariest part was that no one noticed. This is how the future is disappearing, not dramatically, silently. Parents, I know why you say, score good marks, have good grades. I know you're scared. I know you know how the world is hard and marks feel safe. I respect that. But have you ever asked your child, hey kiddo, what do you love to think about? Rather than what do you score? When did survival become the goal and what happened to living? Educators, you tell us to be innovative and creative, okay? And why are we punished for thinking differently? You tell us to ask questions, hey. But why are our classroom designed for silence? Why? See, a very interesting thing that I got to know when I went deep into this topic was that in the industrial age, the intense soul of education was to train people to work in factories. Factories. I was watching the mirror and I was like, factory person, ID card, everything. And you'll be asking, Ridha, that was in the industrial age and this is the modern age. Okay, then tell me, what is the difference between a person working in a factory and a student? It is similarities more than differences. We work in a ring of a bell, we are given instructions and we obey. Okay, and you know, if we do that cleanly, we'll be awarded the best student award, the best mentee award, for what? Our unauthentic system tells us, memorize today and create tomorrow. What tomorrow should we create? In a lecture where 30 students are sitting numb, you're not allowed to speak with each other, okay? Even if they're studying about mass communication. See, speak for tomorrow. You're the future. You should build the future. You're the leader. What? With this system? What future are you expecting to build with a system that only rewards obedience? See, a very basic and simple thing that you should do is that communicate. Ask us, hey, what do you love to think about? How do you see the future world? And what do you want to become? Okay, not marks or scores or anything. Because every child might have not a wild dream but a spark. And If there's a run-up, hey, I have a solution, I have an idea. But you know what they would say? After this year, after this exam, and yeah, later. And we'll wait. Oh, later sounds hopeful. And we'll wait and we'll wait. But slowly, pieces of us shatter apart and we realize that there is no later. And we're losing ourselves. We think that our ideas does not matter. If you only listen to the youngsters who've already succeeded, that means that you've lost. You've lost thousands who couldn't survive under the pressure. I can't. Yeah, that's what you lost. Many Albert Einsteins. Yeah, that's what you lost. See, a final question I want to ask before I leave is that if education that you're talking about sets a person for life, why is still educated people afraid to live? See, a thing we should all understand is that there is no later, there is no now. The future is sitting right in front of you. Hey, I'm here. I'm the future. Ask me, what do you want? What do you think and what do you love and how do you see the future? And I'll tell you clearly what I want. So, lastly, just don't build the future for us. Build the future with us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and have a good day.